And good morning everybody, my name is Osa. We are playing Farming Simulator 22 on Glenleathann, and I got rid of the compass and put the clock back on the top right. It's just what I'm used to. I'm not used to using the compass anymore. Really nice tool for Farm Sim 17. But it never came back, and I'm just not used to using it. Anyway, it is early morning and I do need to check the weather for today. It is going to be cloudy. Cloudy with rain in the evening. So we've got a full day's work ahead. That's good. Off camera I did swap the Renault for the class for grass subsoiling work, because it really I'll show you when we go there and there, and oops, needs plowed. Okay, I know 100 needs plowed. This field is the field I did with the class Axion. This field is the field I did with the Renault. You can see it missed a ton of bits. I did go back over some of it, like in the corners, with the class, and much better result. What on earth's in 75? It's been mulched. Okay. Cool. It's growing. Oh, it's the barley. Okay. So this is the last field that needs treatment with the subsoiler, and the subsoiler is really taking me a full day's work to do. Also, we have 82% environmental score, 10%. Not bad. This field's getting a bit aged. This field is getting a bit aged with data. I guess I've already refreshed these two. pHs. See, it's hard to tell when the data's aged, because it progressively gets darker until it's black. But if we look at 5.75, 6.25, so that feels 6.25, 6.5. So same pH levels across the board. We're good with that. I have limed some of these fields, and then if we go to nitrogen, this field still needs to be sprayed. This field and this field have been sprayed. Might go back and see if I can spray that one, and this one definitely needs sprayed because it's darker than the rest. So 76 we'll be able to spray shortly when the sun comes up. Make a quick detour to 77 on the way to 108, but I can't do 108 until the field subsoiling's been done. So I'm going to get this one started on a worker. I may speed up time a little bit because I can't see a thing. Obviously the worker can, and it is 8:30 in the morning. So nice sociable hours to be farming fields. Let's drive into the field and get this set up. Of course, generate. Okay. Oh, now I did get my new controller, Thrustmaster Farm Stick, and I'm still getting used to it, but it's not bad. I had a little bit of use on the Merlot when I was compacting the silage. I would say it's going to take some practice, because obviously the stick has a lot more movement than the old Logitech Cytec side panel. But the side panel has now been officially retired. I do need to remap some of the keys. Dude. There. Nearest waypoint. This is not going to be easy, and I need to change that. So yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of functions mapped to it by default, which really I've already got mapped to the steering wheel. So tab between vehicles forward and backwards, that's on the steering wheel. Turn signals, oh, it's under a worker control, so that doesn't work. I've got changed the camera view on the steering wheel, which takes a little while. Don't remember there being a patch this week. And a couple of other bits and pieces. So to be fair, some of those I need to remap them elsewhere. The engine start stop, classic one, that's on the steering wheel. I don't need it to be on a joystick that's off to the side. So I will be remapping those at some point, but not right now. So what else can we do? We can't do anything till the sun comes up. I don't think... Let's have a look. What do I want to look at? I want to look at this tractor, 194 horsepower, and this cultivator, 200. So I can, no chance I can haul that. And that's set up for seeding at the moment. 220, I think. I'm really looking at this tractor could barely do it. This tractor obviously well capable of doing it. The Zerion can't, because you've got the weight on the front, so I can't put the seed tank on it. Anyway, and I did buy some silage additive, which is still in the back of the Kubota, so I'll leave that there for now. So the thing I was looking at was there are a couple... Stuck again? Really? Okay. Dude, cancel job. Create job. Open course generator. We are going 7 headlands. Go back, go back, go back, and I am going to set that to first waypoint. I mean, it really doesn't matter how many headlands I do, just so long as I can get this thing turned around without me continually having to come and supervise. There now. I'm sure the Renault could probably have done that. but it was struggling and it wasn't doing a good job. Okay, meanwhile, it's a 6 meter cedar, which is not a direct drill. That is one of those. That's a big one of those, which I also couldn't use with the cedar. Oh, Series 6. Didn't I just get rid of one? Well, that's up on the sales. That's probably mine. Rapid 40. Oh, another one of those. T8 Genesis. 150,000. 350 horsepower. That could haul my cedar. Preferably, I would like to get a big cedar. 8 meters, maybe 12 meters. And if I get something that's all contained in one, I don't have to, I could actually use the Zerion on it. But anyway, that's that looked at. So I think I'll close that window. I'll close that window again. And that's something I'm going to need to get used to. The joystick does have camera, pan, and push button to change the camera view. That's not so useful in a vehicle. I've got my my camera panning on one of the buttons on the steering wheel, which I'm now using, which you can't see. And gear shift there, zoom in, zoom out. So all of my camera controls are on the steering wheel. I don't actually need it there. However, when I jump out, my camera panning doesn't work, whereas using the side stick or the farm stick controls, I can actually do that. So that's good. We have okay nitrogen here. So anyway, let me tab back to the yard. I'm going to get out of that tractor for a moment. I do have, okay, so I can use the joystick to actually move me forward, back, left, right, and I can use the sort of the hat joystick to look around. Okay, as I said, it'll take me a while to get used to that, but that is definitely a thing. Okay, let's speed up time to about 9:30, or at least until the sun gets a little more bright. Okay, that's good sunlight. I can't remember what's get in and get out. Anyway, engine on. Crop sensor, okay, so it's still not considered daylight yet, but we can take this tractor out to the field. We have 74% fertilizer loaded, so that's good. And we are really looking at the last of the field work for our farm until spring. So, and I did open up a hole in that field there. I haven't done it with the other one yet. At least I don't think I did. Did I? It was dark when I drove past, so I don't recall. So the lack of daylight this time of year is limiting when we can spray the crops. But as I said, I got it fitted to this tractor. So this is my spraying tractor. I could have got the weight. What is it? It's in miscellaneous. Lots of things, and it's not in miscellaneous. Oh, it is in miscellaneous. So this thing, it's an active sensor, so I can use this at night time. But 23.9 compared with, I think it's about 15,000 to use to fit a tractor with one. Yeah, it is what it is. I decided to go with the. Okay, still not. I decided to go with the tractor fitted one just because it would be a little more or cheaper. It does restrict me to a single tractor for this job, but it's not like I'm looking for get out. Now I need to turn that on. Turn on the crop sensor. Crop sensor requires daylight. Okay. Turn off crop sensor. There we go. Message goes away when I do. Okay, good to know. So still need time to pass. Okay, 10 o'clock. Okay, that looks like it turned on. Yes. Magic. Unfold, I believe, is not that button. I need to unfold it. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. There we go. That button's unfold. Good to know. Like I said, this is going to be a learning experience for me because I have not used this device before. Okay, sprayer's on, and I'm not seeing much in the way of spray effect here, but I am seeing a difference on the little map, so that's going to be a little bit annoying, I think. I'm not seeing crop usage or spray usage, but it's working. The trees are really getting in the way. Okay. So I am doing spraying in this field all by reference to the map as opposed to seeing the spray. I wonder what broke. I haven't added any mods to the game. I did update one, but that wasn't either of these two vehicles. This was working last week. I removed the compass mod, not an issue, and I've added the joystick, replaced the side panel with the joystick. I think this might have something to do with the last thing I did in this field was grass subsoiler. And I've got a feeling that the Graph subsoiler has changed the texture of the field. So while we are successfully fertilizing or raising the nitrogen levels in the field, as far as game texture is concerned, it's looking at it and saying, you've already effectively fertilized, plowed something this field in this month, so you've already got the change in texture and I can't give it to you again. But obviously we're seeing here with the spray nozzles are firing when I drive over the patched ploughed state of the field where the Renault with the subsoiler missed bits. That's probably the explanation. I don't know. I can't remember if I actually fertilized the other field back here, the one that looks really patchy. But if I didn't do that one yet, we should get a clean application this time. Although that one was also, I don't know. I'll figure it out as we go. Don't expect total awesomeness then. And then again, if I didn't have the weed sensors on this, it would just show me spraying the entire field as I progressed over it. So maybe that's a thing to consider. We paid for them, so I could take them off and put them on when I feel like it. But I think for the most part we'll keep them on. Because in general I like the effect. I did not install. Oh, this isn't actually using any fertilizer. Really, it's... Okay, that's a little bit of a cheat then. We're not using fertilizer to spray this field, but we are adding a fair amount of fertilizer to the field. It's just it's only using fertilizer where the patchy bits are. Oh well. So things that happened this week. I was actually supposed to get to the new joystick on Wednesday when we placed the order last weekend, late on Saturday. However, it then changed its mind and came on Monday, which is good. So I had it since Monday. What else has happened? I went to see the specialist on Thursday this week, had my last physical therapy on Friday, and that resulted in the physical therapist was all prepared to say we're kind of done. There's no significant improvement. However, specialist said I should keep up with physical therapy. So we're dropping to 1 a week rather than 2 a week. Because I'm also, beginning of next month, I have a MRI on my back and an MRI on my hip and that may call for other remedial medicine, if you like. And so, for example, if I have to have surgery on something, then I will need to have a lot more intensive physical therapy, and I'm only allowed so many sessions a year, we find out. And over the course of 3 months, I'm already halfway through that. I think it basically works out to I can have 30 weeks of 2 sessions a week, and so there's 52 weeks in the year. I would lose the end of the year. So by going 1 a week at least for the next month, we're still doing what the specialist said, which was to keep up with the physical therapy, but we're not burning through allowed physical therapy sessions at a rate that is going to exhaust them all before the end of the year. And we have no idea what's going on with my back at the moment. He was happy that the cortisone injection I had on my hip didn't work too well, because that gave him an idea of something diagnostic wise. So it was sort of a case of, if it had worked then this, but because it didn't, something else. I'm not actually clear exactly what this and what something else was, but that's what it is. So MRI will tell him